15-year-old Saeed Abdel Ghafour was in the streets near the city of Khan Yunis a week after the January pause in the fighting.
We were playing. We didn't see anything unusual. The area was safe.
Suddenly, a bulldozer trying to clear debris struck a concealed bomb.
We didn't see anything. We were engulfed in the heat of the flames, the fire.
The incident reveals how leftover bombs from the Israel-Hamas conflict are posing devastating threats in the enclave and complicating international cleanup efforts, which could take years and cost millions. Gaza is thought to be one of the most contaminated places in the world. Israel's military said that by October 2024, it had carried out over 40,000 airstrikes on the Strip. But experts estimate that as many as 1 in 10 bombs fired into the enclave didn't go off.
So there will be, certainly hundreds, more likely sort of thousands of unexploded items in the rubble.
Greg Crowther is the director of programs at the Mines Advisory Group. The organization finds, removes, and destroys unexploded bombs after conflict.
We know from our experience in other environments that a significant portion of those items won't have exploded as planned, and they'll be likely buried under rubble or in areas where people haven't got access to.
And he says that figure could be even higher in an urban center like Gaza, as explosives don't always detonate when piercing multi-story buildings, especially damaged ones.
The longer that we're not able to respond, people will naturally try to do things themselves. They want to rebuild, they want to remove dangerous items, and whether by accident or whether when they're trying to move something, things will go off.
Since October 7th, 2023, a UN and NGO database shows at least 23 people have been killed and 162 injured by discarded or unexploded ordnance. Aid workers believe that number is a fraction of the total. The heaviest class of bombs used in Gaza are the Mark 80s. The Mark 84 is the biggest. It's a US-made 2,000-pound aircraft bomb packed with over 800 pounds of explosives that can rip through metal and concrete. If an Mk-84 bomb detonated, it would leave a crater 14 meters wide, destroying everything within a 7-meter radius and killing most people within a 31-meter radius, the width of a full soccer field, according to NGO PACs. The blast can scatter lethal shrapnel fragments nearly 400 meters, according to the US Air Force. And with Gaza's 2.3 million people crammed into an area far smaller than Rhode Island, the numbers could be catastrophic. Israel's military did not respond to requests for comment on leftover ordnance and its role in cleanup efforts in Gaza. Israel's deputy foreign minister said most of the explosives have been scattered by Hamas, without providing evidence. Hamas declined to answer a question about its use of weapons in Gaza. The militant group has said it harvested some unexploded ordnance for use against Israel, but will cooperate to remove it.
During the war, all the Explosives Engineering Division's assets in the Gaza Strip were damaged. There was no available personal safety equipment, lifting gear, munitions transportation tools, or even vehicles specialized for transporting personnel were not available.
Palestinian police say they lack equipment to safely clear the debris. International teams say they need Israel to approve items, like expert visas and tunneling equipment. But aid officials told Reuters that Israel restricts imports of goods that can have a military use in the enclave. Between March and July of 2024, Israeli authorities rejected requests for 2,000 items of demining equipment, from binoculars to armored vehicles, according to a list compiled by 2 humanitarian demining organizations. Under the Hague Convention, Israel has an obligation, as an occupying power, to remove or help remove war remnants that endanger the lives of civilians. The International Committee of the Red Cross says that Israel has recognized this obligation. Demining experts told Reuters it is too early to guess how many unexploded munitions there are in Gaza, and there hasn't been a survey. For now, they say they can only mark explosives to try to avoid accidents, especially among children. Like in this mural, which says, "Danger, War Ordnance." When Hani al-Abadla returned to his home in Khan Yunis after the January ceasefire, he discovered that an unidentified bomb had pierced through all 3 floors of the building without detonating. It is now believed to be nestled a few meters in the sand beneath his hallway.
Now this place is completely closed off. Now we are trying to stay in the upper floor, far from where this war remnant is.
But while many have returned home, others are hesitant.
My father, my mother and our daughters refuse to come to the house because of fear of the presence of war remnants, because at any moment there could be an explosion.